Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video today we'll discuss about the basics of HFSS, or you can say this is a tutorial for HFSS beginners. Those people, those students who are new into this software, I believe this video will be very much helpful for you to understand the software and move ahead with your designs. So let us move into the next slide. So what we have planned for discussion today, the total entire HFSS tutorial I have divided into 4 parts, that is HFSS level 1, 2, 3 and 4. As per my experience, as I have been working in this area since the last 5 to 6 years, I believe if we move in this level that it will be very much helpful for the beginners to understand the software easily. Because if you move into directly any new component, designing of new component, it may be very difficult for the new beginners to understand the software. So in the level 1, Level 1 is completely dedicated for understanding the software and what are the interfaces over there. What are the things available in the software window. Okay, first we'll talk about the introduction of HFSS. I mean, what exactly HFSS, what it stands for, why people use it, who can use it. Then we'll move into the HFSS software window. There I will show you the menu bar functions. What are the functions, how we can use this kind of functions, what are the um, uh, application of these different functions that we'll discuss. Then, as I told you, this is software for designing different micro components. There will be different kind of shapes. It may be a 2D or 3D shape, that every design we can uh, uh, draw and design there by using this software. Then how to assign the coordinates, because when we design a substrate or design any component, that need to be placed at certain place, and that place will be designed, or that plane can be decided by its coordinates, and it must have some dimension. How to assign the coordinate, how to assign the dimension, all these things we are going to discuss. Also, every material or every substrate, or we can say every component, must have some material. It may be a dielectric, it may be conductor, it may be perfectly. How to do all these things. Then also some fancy things like changing of colors as per our requirement, as per to put in the slide or something, how we can make the changes. Those things we'll be discussing in today's video. However, in the coming videos, we'll talk about level 2, that will be some advanced design steps. In level 3, I'll talk about a complete model. But it will be a very simple model. We'll take a simple antenna, we'll design that one using all the methods, then we'll simulate, then we'll find its result. In level 4, that will be in another video that I'll be showing in the next days, in next few days. There I design a heavy design. It's not simple, it is something more than simple design, and how we can do all these things, that I'll show in that video. And in level 1, first thing is that introduction to HFSS. So what HFSS stands for? It stands for high frequency structure simulator. Means as high frequency structure, any structure or any component which can be used, or which is mainly designed for using in high frequency region or high frequency application, all these components can be designed using HFSS software. What normally we can design? We can design here the antenna, we can design filter or different micro components, like there may be coupler, or there may be cross coupler, there may be like a reflector, there may be we can say uh, different components like transmission lines we can design FSS structure, we can design the superstrate. So there will be a lot of micro components which can be designed using this software. And who can use this? This can be used by the students, I mean for academic purpose as well as for research purpose. BTech students and MTech students can use this software, and they can design some models for their project work, and they can simulation, all these things can be done. PhD scholar also can use this software for their research work. Apart from this, in industry also people are using this software for designing the components. Okay, anyway, for your information, this software is not a free software. This software, where you will be working, like your university or your company where you are working, they have to purchase this software so that you can use. So let us now move into directly the HFSS window. Okay, so now you can see this is the HFSS software window. So how normally we can start the project? So already I have designed the project one, it's already showing. Okay, but anyway, the moment you will open directly the HFSS, you will not find the project over here. What you need to do, you need to go here for file, then you go for new. When you will click over here new, we see now it will swing project 2, right? So of course I have already the project 1, so I don't need this project 2 at this moment, so I can delete this from here. Now it will be asking whether I need to delete it permanently. You just click it yes, okay, then that's done. Then after the project also, now you can see over it is some thing is over here. You can see some grid lines, some axis, this x y and z axis is showing. Normally it won't be showing over here, so I can delete this. I just delete it. When you will be creating the project one, it will be looking like this. Then what you need to do, you just move here. You can see here it is written project. Click over here. Okay, sorry, click project, then go to project, then insert HFSS design. Then this kind of window will be available. Okay, then what we can see over here, we can see that then there is the edit window here. What you can do, you can some copy paste things you can do. Once we'll move into the some advanced stages, then this will be helpful. This is the view like status bar, project manager, message manager. You can see this part is known as the project manager. This is the property, this is the message. This message means when you will simulate something or when you are designing something, if some error happens, those error message will be appear over here in the message manager. Okay, and when you simulate something, the process, how many stages have been completed, how much time it will take, how much time already taken. Let's say there are 4 stages, whether 3 stages completed, 1 stage is still continuing. All these things, information, the progress information, how much progress is happening in the system, those information will be available over here, right? Then you can move into the project part. Project part, here we can see here it is insert HFSS design, then 3D layout design. These designs are for the basic understanding. These designs are not at all required at this moment. You just consider on HFS insert HFSS design. Okay, then you can go to the draw part. In draw part, what you can see, as I told you already, that in HFSS we have to design some models. Some models like those models will be based on different shapes, like a rectangular model, it may be a rectangular model. Okay, it may be a elliptical model, it may be a circle, it may be a rectangle, regular polygon, anything, box, cylinder, anything, it may be of any kind, right? So how we can design all these things? There is 2 ways you can do here. Either you can click here draw, and you can just move into some shapes. So let us consider a box. Okay, now you can just take this box into here and click, left click. Then when you are drawing like this, keep in mind this drawing is based on 2D. I mean, it may be of XY plane. It is on the XY plane. If you just move this plane, the length, and if this is X direction, the length is increasing, and this is Y direction, length is increasing, and this is increasing both X and Y direction. Okay, so when we are changing this like this, then it is nothing but the XY coordinate is changing. Sorry, X coordinate is fixed, center is fixed, the XY length is changing. Just click at any places. Then as it is a 3D, once you draw the baseline, either you can move it off or you can move it down to design the 3D box. I mean, it will make a 3D design like this. If I try, I just like to move it, just click here, rotate, and you can rotate it, and you can see how the 3D box looks like. Okay, but thing is that we have to make a design, right? So when we'll go for the box, what we need to do, we have to make it at certain position, right? So how the position we can decide, that I will tell you right now. Now this is the written box. You can right click over here, you can just edit, the name will be there, you can do any changes. Okay, this is the edit group and all these things options are available. Just double click over here, In the name it is written box 1. As normally when we go for an antenna design, we first design the substrate. Okay, just you can design like substrate. This rename it as substrate. Then click it OK. Then you can see it is written as substrate, but you have to make it, you have to place it at certain position. Let us say how we can just double click here. You can see there is a plus symbol in the substrate where, so when you click over here it will not be selected. When you click outside it will not be selected. When you will click on the substrate, then only this will become this color. Okay, and this color indicates that you have selected this particular device. And there is a create box option. The double click over the create box. Here you can see, let's say I need the box having length 10 mm, 10 millimeter, and width also, width is 20 millimeter. So length is 20 and width is 10 millimeter, and I need the height should be 5 millimeter. So positions means what happens here, we can assign the position in a different way. Either I can design 0, 0 and 0, means in x axis it is at 0 position, y axis it is at 0, z also at 0. I mean from the center only it will start designing. And I need the length. Let us consider the I'll design the length in x direction. Let's say the length will be 20 millimeter. And here the y axis, I'll consider y axis as the width. I can write width 10 millimeter. And z is nothing but the height of the uh, rectangular box. In the height of what I can give you, I can give like let's just say 5 millimeter. Okay, and just apply. Okay, and you can see now it is you will just confused of what happened to the substrate. It's nothing but just scroll your mouse so that it will be zoomed out. Otherwise, yes, that is the way you can zoom out. Okay, you have taken the, this is the way of designing. So this is one way. In another way also you can design, that depends upon how you were making the substrate. Okay, I'll show you two designs over here. And let us decrease the Z size. Let us make it 1 mm the Z size. Okay, normally 5 mm there is no substrate and it looks something different. That's why I changed it. Okay, you can see that this is the way I have placed the substrate over here, right? And another thing is that someone says that no, I'll not design the design in this way. This can also be repositioned. How we can reposition? Just click on the double blocks. See, if I'm starting from the center, this length is, this is 10 mm and this is like 20 mm. If I want to design the antenna, let us say it will be at center. Okay, so how we can make it, like instead of making it 0, the x is 20 millimeter, I can make it is minus 10 mm, so that we can see it became to center. It comes to center, right? It comes to center. Or it's up to you how you can design the length. Okay, whether you how you are comfortable. Okay, either you can start designing this way, or in the previous way. This is the previous way, this is the current way. Okay, how you can design. So let us move to the previous way. Or here also we can design it like if I'll make it like minus 5 mm, and this is nothing but 10 mm. Of course it's so it will change like this, right? And here also I'm showing you different ways. If I'll make it minus, if I'll make it minus 20, how it is changing, just look at here, it's moving to that direction, right? It is moving to this direction. If I'll make it minus 10, so let us do as our previous case. Okay, now let us see, I need to design something over here. I'll design a patch over here. So this is a substrate. If this is substrate, so now you are clear about how to design a substrate, right? So in the substrate, of course, substrate must have some material. Okay, substrate must have some material. How we can add the material? Okay, before adding the material, I will show you some other operations. Okay, so let us, I need to draw another box. Not, I will draw another cylinder. Okay, how I can draw another cylinder? You can click over here. This is how you can draw the radius. If you just move the bar off, then it is nothing but a cylinder is drawn. If you draw the cylinder over here, so how you can assign its length, sorry, I mean height and radius. Similarly, you can see it is written cylinder. Just double click on the cylinder, and if you just want to assign some names, let us, I will assign it to DRA. Let us consider it's a dielectric resonator antenna. I'll make it a DR. Okay, I'll just click it OK, and here in the DR, double click on the create cylinder. We can, this is the center is already given. You want to make the radius, let's say 3 millimeter. You click it 3 millimeter. Height, you need 5 millimeter height. You write 5 millimeter, then apply. You can see the height has been reduced. Okay, the height has been reduced. Let us say you want that, I need, now you can see that this is a rectangular box is here and the cylindrical cylinder is above the box. I want to remove a certain portion from the box. I mean, what is the radius? As you will just look from the top side, let us say you want to remove some portions. I mean, you want that your, this substrate should be cut out this way. It should be cut out this way. How to do that one? So how we can do now? We need to check what is the z-axis location. What is the z-axis? The z-axis we can see here. The z-axis, this both ground plane. I mean, z-axis is not same in the same plane. We have to make it in the same plane first. So this is the substrate. What is the substrate z-axis? Substrate z-axis position is coordinate is 0 for substrate. For dr, what is the coordinate? Coordinate is 1. So we can make it 0 first. Let us first make it 0. Apply. Okay. Now you can see that what happened over here. You can see both are in this way. Now you can do two things. If you want to remove this is certain half circle position from the substrate, then first select the substrate, then select the dr, then you go for here the option. Here you can see this option, it is nothing but subtract. It is written subtract. Click here. You can see the blank part will be substrate. What is the tool part? Always keep in mind, tool part is nothing but which part will be removed. Okay, that is nothing but the tool part. Now click OK. You can see now we have cut out this position. This position has been removed. Yes or no? Let us consider in a different way. You want to remove the dielectric part from the substrate part from the dielectric. So first you have to select dielectric, then select subtract, then you go for the subtract. Click. You can see now the tool part is in the substrate is in the tool part. So click it. Okay. You can see this part has been removed. Right. All right. So let us move to the previous stages again. So this is how we can assign the coordinate. Right. Now what we can do, let us say you want, no, you said you just want that, no, I need a device which should be combined with this. I mean, this, if you want to combine this one and this one, what you need to do, just select dr and substrate, then you can see here is the option combine. Click combine. Now it is totally single device. Here we can see now it is a completely single device. Let us say now if the position, let I want to make the position, I will make it 0. I'll make it 0. The position I make it 0. Then I just want to combine both these two things. Now we can combine by this way. Now you can see this is single structure. This is a single structure. There is no difference. Okay, this is a single structure. You can see there is no it is a single structure only. You can see now it becomes a single structure. I mean it is united. So this is how we can do. So anyway, just go to the previous stage. Let us remove the dr part, and I want to assign a 2D sheet over here. Because in most of the antenna cases, what you will find, when you will take a substrate, there will be a ground plane. How you can assign the ground plane? In the draw part, you can go, you can see here it is rectangle. Otherwise, you can also select from here also directly. It is written rectangle. Then how to position this rectangle? Just click here and draw it like this. It is done the rectangle. But what happens if it is a ground plane? Sometimes it need to be in the bottom part of the substrate or sometime in the top part of the substrate, depending upon your design layout. Let us consider now it is in the top part of the substrate, but you want to make it in the bottom part of the substrate. Then just click here, this rectangle, click on the rectangle, just rename it as ground plane, rename it as ground plane, okay. Then apply, click OK, and you just want to make it at the bottom, because what we know, what is the bottom position? The bottom position will be the 0, 0, z axis should be 0. So just click over here in the z here 1, you can make it 0. Then click OK. You can see now it has come to down. You can see it is down. Earlier it was here, now it is down, off, down, right? So this is one thing that we have done. Now the second part is that I want to design. Yes, one important thing that this is nothing but a 2D material. This is 2D because we can see in the substrate we have position is XYZ, and here X size, Y size, and Z size. But here, of course, if we have three size like in X, Y, and Z direction, it's a 3 dimension. But in the rectangle, you can see we have only X size and Y size, so it is a 2 dimension. So there is some important tricky part when you design any 3D material, 3D device or 3D model. So what you need to do, you need to assign the material. Of course, in the material it depends upon what device you have designed. If that is let's say if this is nothing but my radiator or antenna or conducting part, so I can directly search here PEC. PEC means perfect electric conductor, or sometimes you can write here copper. You can also find copper, and whatever what you select, just select the copper, click OK, click OK. So now you can see it comes under copper. What is substrate? The substrate is copper. So you need to rename it. Let's say you want, no, by mistake I did it copper. It should be FR4 substrate. You just write here FR4, FR4 substrate. Instead of FR4, if you don't know the name but you have know the property, let's say the property, like the property of the dielectric material, maybe it's the relative permittivity. Let us know, let us say FR4 relative permittivity is 4.4. Now search 4.4 and click your property and search. Now it will show FR4 epoxy directly. So there are two ways, either you can search by name or by property. So anyway, we got our material that is FR4. Just click it over here, then OK, then it's done. Now you can see this substrate now comes under FR4 material, right? So FR4 material is assigned to the substrate. The next part is that this is a rectangle. This rectangle, let us rename it as ground plane for our better understanding. I also suggest you, when you design any project, when you do any project, so always make the rename it so that it will be helpful for you to understand and find. Now it is only two I mean two devices, so it's not a big issue. But when you will design a complex design, when you go for a complex layout, so you have to give it a name so that it will be helpful for you. I don't know why it is okay, it is taking, it's not taking the name. Okay, understand. So never use space. I forgot it. So when I'm writing it, if I'll write it ground plane and I'll click it, see the name is not yet changed. So what you need to do, just write ground then underscore plane. Now it will be changing. Now it's changed. Okay, ground plane. All right. So as this is a ground plane means it should be a conductor. So right click here or click here, make right click, assign boundary. In 3D material, we can assign perfect electric conductor, or we can make it copper or something which is conductor. But in 2D material, when we take a 2D material and we want to make it a conductor, we cannot assign a perfect conductor or copper. What is the use? I mean, what is the trick? Just click on the ground plane or right click, go here and assign boundary. And this as assigned boundary means you will find here perfect E. This is act as a conductor, right? This will act as a conductor. So here also in conductor also, let us say you want, no, my conductor should not be a rectangle only. I need to make certain design over here. Okay, no issue. You just go here, check here, like just go here in the draw and you find the rectangle. Now you, anyway, let's say you want to make a hole over here, just click here. Okay, click here, and also okay, just a moment. So this is a 0, it should be, because we can make it. See, now the ground plane is the top part. Where is the ground? I'll check the where is the ground is the top part, whereas the rectangle is in bottom part. So when you are not able to like confuse, just check both z-axis component. What is here? Z-axis is 1, starting from 1, whereas the rectangle here z-axis starts from 0. So it is not visible to top side. So how we can make it move it to top? To make it to move it to the top, just change the z coordinate, make it 1, and apply OK. Now we can see it is in the top floor, I mean top part. So if you want to remove something, if you want to subtract one part from another part from a substrate, let's say there is a component 1 and component 2. If you want to remove the component 1, a small portion from the component, so both these things, I mean the tool part and the main part, both the things should be in one plane. So what we need to do, just select the ground plane, select the rectangle, and go for here the subtract part, click OK. Now it's a, you can see now it's a hole I have created. Now I have created a hole, but still what you need to know, the hole should not be like this. The hole should be like, that's a rectangle. Here there should be like something. So no issue, just go and draw a circle over here, draw the circle, and you can check the circle position, it is still 0. So bring it to a certain plane and make the radius, let's say 4. Okay, so this is circle and this is the ground plane. You want to remove, just select the ground plane, select the circle. Now you can go to remove. Done. This is the way. So this is the way. So if you just move in the reverse way, let's say you want to know, no, my structure should be something different. It should not be removed. It should be like this. So first select this one, select this. If you will go for the subtract, it looks like this. But if you go in the other way, like if you want to make it like this, then it looks like this. If you want to combine this, combine, now the structure looks like this. See how the ground plane looks. This is one shape. So this is the previous shape. This is the most previous shape. First it is a normal rectangle. Then we make it something a hole. Then we design a circle. Then we adjust its radius. Then we combine it, so that gives a new structure. So it's all about your design layout. So my main motive about this showing all this functionality is that how you can change its shape, how you can subtract and do all these things. So this is all about substrate. So now the next part I will showing about how you can, let's say you want, no, my substrate doesn't look good, I'll give it a different color. Just double click and go to your color. You can choose any kind of color as per requirement and click it OK. Now your structure looks like this. And even then, no, my ground plane should look something actually conductor color. The conductor color is nothing but this is a conductor color, right? And you can adjust your transparency also. You can adjust your transparency as per requirement. Apply. Now you can see how it looks. Let us see if I want to make the transparency 0 to look something different. Okay, so this is your conductor and this is your substrate. So friends, this is what I showed you, that how you can do the basic things, how you can draw, how you can assign material, how you can change the colors, how you can use the tools, like how you, let us say you want to remove something, you want to add something. So this is the way how you can do. Another thing I forgot to tell you, I'll tell you one thing. Let us say you want to draw a complex something different one. How you can draw? Just go draw. There is also line. You can also draw some line over here. Click here, then click here, click here, and I can double click here. Now you can see that the structure is in one plane. But no, you can see the structure is not in a one plane. So what you need to do? You need to make it in a one plane only, right? So how we can make it in one plane? Now check it here. If you want to remove that, if you look from the top side, it looks like it is in one plane. Okay, I can remove this triangle from this orange part. No, it is not possible because we can see it is not all in the one plane. It looks like a different plane. So to make it a single plane, what we can see, the plane should be one. Now it is showing here one, but point two, you can see the point two showing at 2 mm. Make it one. Okay, apply. Now you can see this is the another point here, both the points one. Here one point is 2, so make it 1. So now you can see it is in one plane. So if you want to remove this, let us, this is a ground plane and the polyline. Let us see whether we can remove it or not. Yeah, it removed. That's great. So you understood the way how we designed. Let us, because the triangle is not available in ready-made triangle shape over here. Let us see if there is available ready. No ready-made triangle shape is available here. So this is the way how you can remove a certain triangle position, or you can make a slot like a triangle. Looks like a triangle. This is the way how you can design. Okay. So now let us see. Now you want to uh, copy whatever the triangle you have designed here. Let us say now you want to copy this triangle. So you have to just move into before one stage. This is the triangle. Right click, edit, go to duplicate along line. So click it over here and bring it back. Okay, click OK. Okay, now we have designed two parts. Did you see how we made it? I'm showing you again. Look at how to copy, because you want that there should be two things back to back. It like maybe like back to back two triangles. How you can make the back to back triangles? Right click, edit, duplicate along line, click here. So now you can, on the left hand top side you can see it is written 2. Okay, so if you want to make it like, let's say no, okay, just click OK. You have designed one triangle. But if you just want to make it two and two triangles, click here, right, edit, arrange, sorry, duplicate along line, click here, come back here. Now it is written 2. If you just rewrite it 3 and just make everything here, everything should be here. Sorry, let us say you want to arrange, uh, edit, duplicate along line, click here, move here. It will make everything 0. Then click OK. It is 3. Okay, sorry, there is a mistake. Right click, edit, duplicate along line. Along line means click here, then move back here, because move back here, then I just click OK. And some mistake happens. Right click, edit, arrange, duplicate along line here, then move back here, then make it 2. Make it OK. Okay, now it's done, right? But if you just see, the position is correct only. Let us see, you have two designs back to back. First, let us see if you want to remove one part, then how it will look like. Let us see. This is a ground plane. I want to remove the first triangle. So how it will look? It will look like this. If I want to move the another triangle also, click on the ground plane. This is the ground plane. This is the polyline. I can go for remove. Now I can remove. So this is the way how you can design your removes and subtract, add all these things. This is the way how you can do it. Okay. So I think this video was helpful for you people. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any doubt, if you find any difficulty over here, please let me know, or please drop your queries in the comment section. And those who have been using these softwares since many years, so you can give your suggestions also in the comment box, and I'll be very much happy to reply you. And whatever the videos I just showed you, like the level 3, level 2, 3 and 4, those videos will be coming very soon. So if you like my video, please like, comment and share with your friends. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.